I could wear this sneaker everywhere. The light color makes it go with anything in my wardrobe. The silhouette goes with any pair of pants I own. This sneaker is the #1 shoe in my entire footwear rotation. And this is the perfect example of what I mean of how sneakers make you dress better. Look, growing up, I only had one pair of shoes at all times. I never cared to have different pairs because I figured if I had white sneakers, then what do I need anything else for? And although that is kind of true, I think if you're able to have multiple different pairs of sneakers, then you truly are ready for everything. And that really shows in my current footwear rotation. I have something for everything, yet everything works for anything. I know, that was a thinker, but you had to let that sink in. Any pair of sneakers I own is versatile, comfortable. That really shows in these New Balance 550s. Now, I've always been a huge fan of New Balance 550s. In fact, I found out about it when everybody else did. This was a huge fashion trend, but although the popularity started to slow down, it never changed anything for me. I like what I like. Doesn't matter the hype, doesn't matter the trends. So to this day, these New Balance 550s are still one of my #1 shoes. And look, I understand if I talk to somebody who's a sneakerhead, they're gonna tell me that these are played out, especially the Amy Leon Dore versions. But look, I love the brand, I love these sneakers, and these treat me well. Whether it's people asking me questions about them, complimenting them. The only time this sneaker does not work is if it's raining or cold outside. That's because suede typically doesn't do well in this weather. So let's talk about something that does. Gotta talk about some leather shoes. And the best one in my current rotation are these Doc Martens 8053s. Growing up, I thought Doc Martens was for a specific demographic, and therefore it never really interested me until I got my hands on my first one. In fact, it's kind of a funny story. I bought these for my brother, but as I was buying them, I kind of liked them, so I bought a pair for myself as well. Now, there was already rumors about Doc Martens being extremely comfortable, and they were not lying. So although it's kind of a heavy boot, it's kind of a boot shoe kind of thing, these shoes can definitely go with me anywhere. If I'm walking around in a city and I know I'm going to be walking around a lot, I want something comfortable, yet I still want something to make me look good and make me look put together. And these shoes definitely do a good job of that. Like I said, since these are leather, since Doc Martens are built tough, they do really good in the cold seasons. So whether it's raining, I've even worn these in the snow, which is very rare to have where I live. I'm from Southern California. It doesn't snow a lot, but when it does, I'm going to be wearing something like these. So if you do live in a colder environment, this one can be a good option right now. And look, these are only 2 shoes in my current footwear rotation. And although my sneaker collection is kind of big, let's just stick to 7 because let's just say my footwear rotation has to be a different one every single day. Now, don't compare yourself to me because that's completely unnecessary. Just pick and choose which ones you like from this list and let me know if you're considering getting one of these. That being said, the next one on the list is going to be Represent Alpha Low. If there's one thing I like about sneakers is having underrated ones that not a lot of other guys are going to be wearing, especially if you're in school. If you look down at people's shoes, I would say a good 7 out of 10 people are wearing the same exact one. And those other 3 probably have a different colorway. When I was in school, all I ever saw were Vans, Jordans, and at the time, Yeezys were pretty popular as well. So if I can go back in time and give myself only one single style tip, is to wear sneakers that are underrated, yet still look good with everything in your wardrobe. And the ones that I would choose are these Alpha Lows by Represent. Now, they're definitely not too out there because they look very similar to Converse, but a more buffed up version, if that makes sense. The suede makes it look classy, the silhouette makes it very easy to style, and they're in the color white. And if you know me, I can't get enough of white sneakers because they go with anything. Now, saying this wholeheartedly, they're not the most comfortable sneakers I own, and therefore if I'm going to be walking a lot, I would keep my distance from these, but if you're just going to school and you know you're not going to be walking a ton, these are definitely a good option. However, the price range. If you're on a budget, these are not going to be your #1 option. But don't worry, because I have plenty of sneakers on this list that can fit your budget. But one thing that's going to help your budget is shopping on today's video sponsor, Whatnot. This is my favorite app to buy and sell unique items, which also so happens to include sneakers. Now, shopping on Whatnot is mostly in the form of live shopping, which are pretty much live streams selling and auctioning items that you could bid on to buy for yourself, which helps you get these items for the best price because you're bidding on these items, you're essentially setting the price that you want. Now, since we're talking about sneakers, going to these live shows on Whatnot is pretty much like going to a live sneaker auction, and you can see exactly who you're purchasing from, so you know it's not anybody too sketchy. That being said, I hope you don't think I'm sketchy because Sunday, February 11th, I'm going to be doing my own live show, so you can come hang out. You can check out some pieces that I'm going to be auctioning off. Every piece is going to be starting at $5. The only piece that's not going to be starting at $5 is the pair of Jordan 1 Hyper Royals that I barely even worn because me and Whatnot are going to be giving these away for free. So just make sure you're there and you have a chance to win. This is going to be shoes, clothes, so whether you want to buy something, just hang out. Now is the perfect time to do that. Sunday, February 11th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And before you hop on there, I highly advise that you check out the first link in the description taking you to Whatnot. Using this link, you're going to get credited $10, which you could use at my live stream, or if you don't get anything from me, you could take this $10 anywhere you want in Whatnot. And trust me, there's a lot of things to go over in this app, so you can check it out for yourself and even bookmark my event that's coming up very soon. That being said, the next sneaker I've been wearing in my footwear rotation is Air Max 97s. Now, there's something about classic Nike sneakers that will always interest me. It's classic Nike sneakers. There's plenty of them. Air Forces, Blazers, Cortezes, but my current favorite one are these Air Max 97s. Now, I just think these work specifically more with baggier pants. That's because it's a bulky sneaker. And if you don't know by now, the main fashion rule when it comes to bulky sneakers is to only match them with baggier pants. These don't look good with skinny jeans, so if skinny jeans are mostly your style, then these are not the pants for you. But if you do like baggy pants, then the Air Max 97s can quite possibly be your next favorite sneaker. Now, I say that firsthand because I've been wearing these a ton. Now, I got them in this light gray, and I think this was a great idea because the all white Nike Air Maxes, these can get dirty very quickly. Like I said, I'm saying this from personal experience. But having this light gray version, it's as close as you're gonna get to the color white without worrying about them getting dirty every single time you wear them out. And just for reference, my favorite way to wear this is with white Nike crew socks and some shorts. So right now we're in the winter, haven't been wearing this as much. As soon as the warm starts to come, I'm gonna be pairing this a lot with some shorts. Now, like I said, there's plenty of classic Nike sneakers. Air Max 97s retail at about $200. So if that's out of your price range, you can consider Blazers, Air Forces, because these are around $100. But don't worry, I'm gonna be giving some more affordable options. This next one is not gonna be a sneaker, but it's still part of my everyday footwear rotation, and quite honestly, probably one of my favorites. And that's gonna be boots. Now, I have two pairs of boots that I've been loving. I'm only gonna be counting this as one because I know this video is technically about sneakers, but if you know me, you would know that I'm extremely set into the fact that boots are gonna elevate your style. Doesn't matter how old you are, if you have not tried a pair of boots, look at these. First one is from Thursday Boots. These are the Captain boots. I love these. I picked them up about 5 months now. Honestly, they still look brand new. But my most recent pair of boots are these Chelsea boots by Common Project. This is a brand that I've been looking into for a while now, but the reason why I never pulled the trigger is because of the price. That being said, I've always heard good things about Common Projects, about how they last forever, hold up nicely. So although it is a little bit pricier, I still could say firsthand, as long as you're shopping from the right brand, a premium price definitely means a premium product. And I think boots are definitely well worth it. Whether it's the Thursday boots for $200 or a little bit more pricey for these Chelsea boots, if you can, invest the money into some nice boots. Like I said, it'll definitely help you dress better. And not only will they last forever, but you could wear it with anything. So the $200 that I spent at Thursday boots, I could say it's well worth it because not only does it make me look that much better, but because it's so high quality, it's going to continue to do so for a long time. Well, look, I know you don't want to spend that kind of money right now, especially because you're still skeptical about boots. Well, there are plenty of affordable options. You can go to places like Aldo. I've even found some at ASOS or H&M. Another great place is Bruno Mark. You can get some suede Chelsea boots for less than $50. Sometimes you're paying more for a more premium product, but if you're just starting off, look at something affordable, and if you like it, then invest that extra money. Now, I've said it once, and I'll definitely say it again. Having a collection of the things that interest you most makes dressing better easier, and honestly, just more fun. So if you're into sneakers, pick and choose a few of these sneakers to upgrade your own footwear collection, and honestly, trying something new. But if you're just like me, you also love hoodies. And if you want to know the best hoodies to purchase, here's a video that's going to show you exactly that. Other than that, see you in the next one.